Hey, what's going on, guys, and congratulations on completing the introductory website project. Now, in this lecture, we're going to be starting up with the new project, and that is building a corporate website. So you can see that this is how the website will be, and we will be building a website like this with the hover effects and so much more. This website will consist of 4 pages, and you can see that all the pages will be beautifully designed and mobile optimized right here. And you will be building exact same website in this section. So let's talk about 4 methods to start this project. So as in the previous lectures, we successfully completed this website and we built it on our sham server. And after that, we purchased the web hosting and transferred this whole website to the online server using our own domain as itanzeal.com. And this website is finally live right here. So if you basically purchased the web hosting, and if you did not purchase the web hosting, I've got you covered. So let's talk about now the 4 methods to start this project. So if you basically purchase the web hosting, then there are 2 methods for you. And if you did not purchase the web hosting and you want to use the sham for yourself because you are on a tight budget, then also there are 2 methods for you. And luckily, I'll be talking about both the methods right here. So first of all, let's talk about the web hosting method. If you are using the sham method, then you can forward this lecture to the sham where you can understand all about the sham. Now, if you are using the web hosting method, then I would recommend you to go into the online server section and make sure to watch both the lectures about the subdomain and add-on domains, and you will be able to know how you can just like create your add-on domain and how you can create a subdomain. So whatever suits you, if you want to go with the subdomain, you can go with the subdomain and you can install WordPress in it, and then you can follow this course. There are some of the things that you need to do, and that is, as you can see, that we registered this mycoolwebsite.xyz as the add-on domain in the web hosting. Then what are the things that I want you to do is to just make sure to go into the dashboard and make sure that you do have the SSL there. Also, what you need to do is to go into the appearance and then go to the themes right there, and then what you need to do is to install the Ocean WP theme. What you need to do is to just search for Ocean WP, make sure to just hit install and install this theme. Once this theme gets installed, all you need to do is to just hit activate to activate this theme, and also install this Ocean Extra plugin right there. Once you will hit install, this plugin will be installed and activated. And once this plugin gets activated, then I want you to install another plugin, and that is the SSL plugin. Make sure to install it from the start. So what we will do is that we will just hit SSL, and let's install this really simple SSL plugin. And once this plugin gets installed, all you need to do is to just hit activate and activate this plugin. Once this plugin gets activated, all you need to do is to just hit activate SSL, and the SSL will be now perfectly working on your website. There is one last thing that you need to do, and that is to install the Elementor. And what you can do is that you can now search for Elementor and you can hit enter, and now it will provide you the Elementor plugin. What you need to do is to just hit install, and once this plugin gets installed, all you need to do is to just hit activate and activate this plugin. Once you are done with everything, what you need to do is to just hit visit your website, and you will see that your website look is now changed. So either you want to use the subdomain or you want to use the add-on domains. Make sure that you do everything till here so that you are right here, and then you can watch the next lecture where we will now be starting up with our project, and we will be building this website right here. Well, now let's talk about the sham method. So as you can see that if you are on a tight budget and you haven't purchased the web hosting, then what you can do is that you can follow on with the free method, and that is either you can reset the website or you can do a fresh WP installation. So let's now talk about resetting the website. What you need to do is to go to your website, that is localhost 8080, and then just type in there /wp-admin. Make sure to now log in. And once you are logged in, now what you need to do is to go to the plugins right here and just click add new. Now what you need to do is to just search for reset over here and hit enter, and you should be getting the plugin that is WP Reset. What you need to do is to just hit install, and once this plugin gets installed, all you need to do is to activate this plugin. And now what you need to do is to go to your tools over here, and now you should see this WP Reset. What you need to do is to go down, and here it says type reset to reset the site. What you can do is that you can uncheck this. Now what you need to do is to just type here reset, and now you have to hit reset site, and now you have to click reset WordPress. And now when you will go to your website, your full website will reset, and every theme, every plugin will be deleted. And then what you can do is that you can install the Ocean WP theme, and then you can start with this project. There is another method, and that is to do a fresh WP installation in another directory. So what you can do is that you can go into your htdocs folder. And once you are in the htdocs folder, what you need to do is to create a new folder. So let me just right click on it and create a new folder, and now I will name this folder as WP2. Now what you can do is that you can go to wordpress.org and download a zip file from there and paste that zip file inside this WP2 folder. And you can drop all the WordPress files over here. And now what you can do is that you can extract this WordPress from here. And once the WordPress gets extracted, now what you can do is that you can double click on every file. You can just copy all the files. Now you can come here and you can paste all the WordPress files over here in this WP2 directory. Now what you can do is that you can get rid of this WordPress and WordPress zip file, and you can put them in trash. So now, inside our WP2 folder, we have got a new WordPress installation over here. Now what you can do is that you can just go to localhost 8080/WP2, and now you can hit enter, and you should see this welcome to WordPress. Before getting it started, we need some information on the database. So now what you can do is that you can go to localhost 8080/php my admin, and now you can create a new database, and that is going to be WP2, and now you can hit create. Now this database is created, and now what you can do is that you can just hit let's go, and now you can just type in there WP2, enter your username, that was Tanzil, and now you need to enter your password, that was QWERTY. And now when you will hit submit, you will see that your installation will be done, and now you can hit run the installation. If you have forgotten how you used to install WordPress on the Champ, I would highly recommend you to take a look at that lecture so that you can see how we installed WordPress in there. And then what you can do is that you can just type in there my WP site, your username, and then a password over here. And now what you can do is that you can confirm use of weak password, you can enter the email address, and now you can hit install WordPress. And now this website will be accessible in localhost 8080/WP2. Now this is your website. Now what you can do is that you can log into the WordPress admin panel, you can install the Ocean WP theme, and you will be ready to go. Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back. So now we will be starting up with our business WordPress website. But since you guys have already built a great looking personal based website, that is why I will not be boring you guys with a lot of explaining each and everything. So what I will be telling you, I'll be just telling you how to work with designing techniques, and I'll just tell you how each and everything is done really very fast, because you guys do know about the Elementor, how does we use that and everything. So I will not be explaining you each and everything. So now let's go ahead and let's get started. This website that we will be building right now in this section is going to be the business website, and the business name is going to be www. Okay, that's going to be the business name, which is going to be World Wide Web. Okay, so we will be building a website for a web design agency that basically build a website for its client. Okay, so we will be offering SEO services and different services in that, and we will be basically creating a 4-page website that will consist of home, about, contact, and the service page. So these 4 pages we will be creating on our website. Now, the very first thing that I want you guys to do is that make sure to go to the dashboard, and then you have to go to the plugins and just confirm that you should be having these plugins, the Elementor and the Ocean Extra. These 2 plugins are really necessary. Make sure that you have them. Now, all you need to do is to go to the pages, go to the add new, click crossover here, right here, home. Select this content layout to be 100% full width and the title to be disabled. Now, all you have to do is to click publish. Now do the same and create all the 3 pages, home, about, contact, and create one more that is services. So now here you can see that I've got home, contact, about, and the service. Now all you can do is that you can just switch this sample page to trash. Okay. And then what you have to do is that you have to go to the settings, go to the reading, make it a static page, select the home page to be the home, and then just hit the save changes. Now what you have to do, you have to go to the appearance, and then you have to select menu, and now you have to create a menu. Now add these links. That's going to be about, contact, services, add to menu, make this as the main menu, go to the custom link, set the URL to be just a slash, and then keep it home. Click add to menu. Now bring this home to the top, the about here, the contact or the service, and then the contact. Now hit save menu. Now if you go to the website, you will see that this is how your website is looking, which means that the skeleton of the website is ready. If you click about, you will be taken to the about page. If you click services, you will be taken to the services page. And if you click contact, you are here. And if you click here, you'll be taken here. Now what we will be doing is that we will be designing the top bar, the header, and then the footer. So all you have to do is to click customize. So first of all, what you have to do is to go to the top bar, go to the general, and then go to the background color, paste this color. Okay, this is the code. You have to basically write it with the hash sign, and you will see that the color will be right here. Now what you have to do is to go back, go to the content, and add the content here. That's going to be the first. We will be adding the phone number with the phone icon using the font Awesome. And now here you can see that I've got this right here. Now all you have to do is to go back, go to the general, go to the border color and make it transparent. Now go to the text color and keep it white. And what you have to do is to go back and go to the header right now. And here you have to go to the general and keep the background color to be as same as we were choosing this here. Now you can see that this is actually matching the color. So what we have to do is we have to drag this a little bit down so that there is a little difference between the top bar and the header. Now what you have to do is to go down, basically go back, and then select the menu right here. So in the menu, all you have to do is to work with the link color, which is going to be right here. So we will be taking the links to be white. Then for the link background on hover should be black. Link background current item should be black. And link color on hover should keep white. So here we go. Now what you have to do is to come up here, go to the general again, and make sure that this header border bottom is actually switched to none so that this line is not coming here. You need to go to the menu again, and then you have to go down and just get rid of this search icon, because since this is a business website and we don't need a search icon, so we're going to be keeping it disabled. Now we have got everything ready. Our header and our top bar and header is totally ready. All we have to do is to work with the logo. So for the logo, I would recommend you go to the pixabay.com and then just search for anything that's going to be icon. Search for it. Just go to the color and then keep it transparent, and then you have to hit go. And you'll be given a lot of icons that you can go and you can manipulate them with the Photoshop, and then you can work with them and set them as the logo. There is another website that I recommend, Fiverr.com. Basically, what you can do is that you can hire someone to design a logo for you for just $5 to $10, or it totally depends upon how much revisions you want for the logo and stuff. So all you have to do is to just write here logo, and then you have to hit search, and there will be a lot of people that will design the logo for you at a very cheap rate. So once you've got everything, now I've got the logo from here, pixabay.com. What I did is that I downloaded this, and then I opened this up on the Photoshop, and I changed its color to basically white. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go back, I'm going to go to the logo, and I'm going to upload the logo. Now we've got this. I'm going to go to the upload file, select the file, and then get the website logo. I'm going to hit OK. Now it's right here. You have to select this, and it will tell you to crop it. So I'm just going to select that I don't need this cropping, and it's going to be fully right here, and the logo will be appearing here. Now you can see that this logo is is much bigger. So all you have to do is to work with this max width. So I'm just going to be increasing it a bit, and it's right here, and you can decide how much logo you want. So I'm just going to keep it right here. Don't worry about the mobile optimization. We will be doing the mobile optimization later on when we are fully done with the website. Now you've got this. Now what you have to do is to work with the footer. So for the footer, all you have to do is to go here and select the footer bottom. Now here we will be selecting the background color. So our background color should be exactly same. It's going to be right here. And now you can go ahead and you can change the copyright to website services. You can also just use a C sign that is going to be, and then you have to write a semicolon so that it's just right here, copyright website services. And basically what you can do is that you can remove this sign over here. So it's going to be right here. Now you can work with the text color. You can change it to be white so that it's a bit visible. And here it says. Now what you can do is that you can come up here, you can go to the footer widgets. You can just switch this to be off so that it is just like a simple basic thing. Now what you can do is that you can hit the publish button here, and then you can click cross. And this is how your website is looking. If you go to the about page, you will be taken to the about page for the services. You are in the services, and in the contact you are here. Now in the next video, we will be working up with the designing part. That is going to be a bit tricky, and you will learn a lot of things. I will show you how the UX UI works and how you basically can design a great, beautiful looking website. So in the next video, we will be doing that. Bye-bye. Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back. So in this video we will be working up with the website, and we will be building a header right here that we will be showing basically an image, and then we will be writing a great headline over there. So for that you will need a perfect image. The image that I would recommend is to go to unsplash.com and search for the theme image. I already told you that how you can go to the photopea.com, basically go there and then edit your image. Okay, so you have to basically make sure that you open this website, and then you import the image, and then you have to basically make the image resolution to 1280 by 720 pixels, and then you have to upload it so that when you are uploading it to the website, the image should not be much of a higher resolution, and the website should load much faster. So go ahead, go to the Photopea and do that. Now since I've already got the image, I've downloaded this image and I've resized this image. So this is the image that I have right now, and I'm going to come up here and I'm going to go to the dashboard, and then I'm going to work with the Elementor. So here I'm going to click edit home page, and now here I'm going to click edit with Elementor. And so now here you can see that we've got this thing ready. Now what you have to do is to just click over here and then select a full column here. And this is right now. Now here what we'll be doing is that we will be uploading the image. So since you guys do know how to upload the image, I'm not going to be explaining you each and everything. And here you can see that the image has been uploaded. Now I'm going to go to the layout, and I'm going to increase the height of this. And I'm going to go to the style and the attachment to be fixed and size to be cover. Now you have to go to the overlay, and then we have to select a classic color. So we're going to select the color, and we have to basically paste the color code that we have, and this is right here. Okay, so you can basically increase the intensity of it a bit. So we're going to take it to 0.7, which is perfect. And here we go. We are totally done with this header. Now let's work with this inside here, that what we should be adding. So I'm going to basically get the heading and I'm going to drop it here. So you can basically paste this -br code so that it goes into another line. Okay, and then what you have to do, you have to basically align this to center. And this is right here. And now we're going to work with the styling. And so now you can see that I've designed this. What I did, I changed the color. I chose the font to be Open Sans. I'm choosing the size to be 65. The weight is 400. And this is right here. Now what you have to do is to add the other thing, and that is just like the text editor, because we will be adding some text over here. So now here you can see that this is right here. I'm going to basically go to the style. I'm going to align this to center. I'm going to change the color. So basically now you can see that I did some changes. I changed this to VR here for you, and let's take the first step together and help you build your presence. So this is right here. If you click over here, you can see this is how the website is looking, and we are totally done with this thing. Now what you have to do down here is that you have to create another section, and that is going to be right here. And now this section will be all about showing off your services, okay? Just like your services are about your company, that how much visitors you have, how much projects you have delivered, and how is your company going so far. So we will be working up with that. So now you can see that we've got this full column right here, okay? And then what you have to do, you have to come up here, and then you have to basically get the inner section, which is right here. So you need to just basically drag and drop it here. And now you can see that we have got two sections. What I want you guys to do, I want you guys to come up here, go down, and here you will see this counter. So all you have to do is to drag this counter and drop it right here. So now basically here you have to start with the starting number, that from where the counter will start. So we're going to say that it should start from 200, and it should approximately go to 3,569. Okay, so this is right here. It's going to work like this. And then what you have to do, you have to go down, and here you can just work with the title, what the title will be. So it can be like projects. So now this is right here, and now what we're going to do is that we have to come up here and we have to work with the text color. So I'm going to keep it full black, and I'm going to just decrease the size of it. So I'll just work with the size, and now it's perfect. So now here what you have to do basically is that you have to come up here to the column, and then you have to click duplicate, okay? And then click the duplicate once again, and then once more. Now what you can do is that you can delete this column right here. And so now here you can see that this is actually done. And if you just come up here and you click over here, then you can see this is how it's working. Now let's work with this thing so that we can have a separator in between them. All you have to do is to come up here, click the column right here. Okay, and then you have to go to the style, and then you have to go to the border, and then here we need to add a border right here. So the border is going to be a solid color, and on the right it's going to be 1 pixel. So you can see that it's being applied to every side. So all you have to do is to make it 0, and then you have to click over here so that it is only to the one side, and then you have to basically change this to 1. Okay, so now you have to select the color, and that is going to be black. So now if you just come up here and you click over here, you can see that this is how we are getting the border over here. So now if you notice, one thing is that this is actually having some space over here. So how you can basically get rid of the space, you have to click over here, click edit column, then go to the advanced, and make sure to set the padding to 0 from every side. Okay, and then if you click over here, you will see that this is right here. So now you can see that this is actually set to 0. And now what you have to do is that you have to right click here, click copy, and then come up here, right click here, click paste style. Click paste style, come up here, click paste style, come up here, click paste style. Okay, and once you will do that to every line here, then you will see that if you click over here, you can see this is how it's looking, and it's looking pretty good. Now what we have to do is that we have to get rid of this border right here. So we have to click over here, we have to click this right here, and then we have to go to the advanced style, and then we have to work with the border, and then we have to get rid of this, and we have to set it to 0. So now if you click over here, you will see that this is how it's looking, and it's looking pretty great. So now we will be doing a really great thing. All you have to do is to click here and then select this column. So now you will see that how the designing part works here. Now what you have to do is to click this advanced and make sure to uncheck this, and then you have to basically click here so that it goes above. Okay, and you can see this is how it's going above. Okay, so once it has gone above, all you have to do is to just go to the style and then go to the border, the background, and the background type should be classic, and then you have to select the color to be white. So this is right here, it's like this. And now what you have to do, you have to go back to the advanced and allow some padding here. So just click over here, just add the padding to the top, that is going to be 50. And here we go. So this, as you can see, this is right here. And now what you have to do, you have to go to the style, and then you have to go to the border. And now we have to apply the border to the bottom right here so that we can differentiate that this is actually another thing. Okay, and what you have to do is to select the border to be a solid color. And the color should be basically golden color. So the golden color code that I'm telling you is right here. All you have to do is to type in D3B574. So you basically have to type in this color, and this is going to be right here. Okay, so the color is right here. And now you have to work with the bottom right here. So you basically have to uncheck this, and in the bottom we're going to select that we need it to be 4 times. Okay, and now if you click over here, you can see this is how it's looking, and it's basically differentiating that this is actually another thing. So now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to leave some spacing right here as well. So I'm going to just make sure that I'm in the column, the main column. Then you have to go to the advanced and then add 20 right here and 20 to the left here as well. So now it seems to be much perfect. So now here you can see that there is not much spacing to the top. So what I have to do, I have to come up here, and then I have to basically select this one and add the padding to the top more. Okay, 40. Okay, and now let's come up here and let's click here, and it's totally perfect now. So here you can see that this is how it's looking. Now what you have to do is that you have to work with the different section that is going to be right down here below. So here you can see is that you can click over here, and then you can basically add a 3 column right here, or 1 single column. Okay, so what I will be doing is that I will be selecting that I need 3 columns right here, and now here I have to basically click over here, click edit section, and then go to the advanced part and make sure to increase the top margin, because we have to give a lot of spacing right here. So I'm going to keep it just like 90 pixels and increase that to more, so that there is much more spacing right here. So keep that thing in mind, guys, because when you will have much more spacing with your website, the user will basically likely to see it more. Okay, so you can see that I have given a lot of spacing, and now what we have to do is to click here, and then we need to get the heading right here, and I'm gonna write here why we are the best. Okay, let's go to the style, let's go to the text color, and just paste the same color that we are using with this top bar. So if you come up here, you can see that this is how the color is looking. Now what you have to do, you have to work with the typography, and you have to increase it. And so now here you can see that these are the changes that I've done. I've changed the family to this, the font size is this, the weight is 300, and the line height is actually 1.4. So now what we'll be doing is that we will be using the exact same border that we did here, and we have to apply it here. So all you have to do is to click edit column, or basically just edit this thing right here. Okay, and then you have to go to the advanced, and then you have to go to the border. Okay, and then you have to select the border type to be solid, and it should be from the right side. That's going to be 4. Oh, sorry, not right. It should be left. I'm sorry. So it should be 4. And now the color is going to be the exact same golden color that we did here. So now you can see that I have got this border right here, and now I'm going to come up here. I'm going to go to the advanced part here, and we have to just add some padding right here so that we have some spacing from this right here. And from the left, we will be adding some padding. That's going to be 4. Or it's 40, so we're gonna keep it a little less. So now what you have to do is that you have to get some text over here, and you need to basically paste the text here. So we're gonna be adding the text editor now. So basically, instead of this, I'm gonna just get rid of this column. Okay, basically delete this column, and this is right here. And now what you have to do is to come up here, just get the text editor, paste it right here. Then you have to go to the style, and then the column should be 2. Okay, so this is now 2 column. And now what you have to do is that you have to just click this edit column. The column width should be, just increase this a bit, 33. And then this should be the full column. So in other words, basically it should be 100 divided by 33. That is going to be 33, right? So we have to align this 33, and then the next column should be basically the full 67. Okay, so it's going to be right here. And now what you have to do, you basically have to add some dummy content over here. So we're going to get the dummy content. So the dummy content can be basically get from lipsum.com. And then you have to hit generate lorem ipsum, and then you have to basically get the content from here. So basically I've got the content and I've pasted this right here. I've got the family to be this font family, and this one should be basically 16, and everything is perfect. And now you can see that if you click over here, this is how it's looking. So we've got this, we are here for you, this right here, and then why we are the best. Okay. So here you can add one more tagline, and that can be just like a text editor before here, and you can type here. So it's going to basically give the look that you are one step ahead, that is why you are the best, and now you can work with the styling of this. So this is right here, and if you click over here right now, you can see this is not being aligned totally perfect. So what you have to do is to come up here and then select this column right here, and then you have to make sure that this vertical align is basically the bottom. Okay, and this is going to be right here. And now if you will click here, you can see this is how it's working, and it's pretty good. So now you can see that if you click over here, there we need some padding to the top right here, so to the bottom. So we're going to click this section right here, and we have to come up here, and then we have to work with the padding. And so the bottom should be 10. Okay, and increase this a bit so that it just comes right after this. Okay, and if you click over here, you will see that now it's perfect. And we also have to give some spacing in between them, so we're gonna do that right now. So the padding from the right side should be more, so that it just shifts basically to that side. So we're gonna keep it basically 35, or keep it a little bit less, 28. So it's basically perfect. And now if you click over here, you can see that this is totally done. So now what we will be doing is that we will be just coming up here, and we will be giving much more spacing to the top. So we're going to keep it to the 150 pixels. And I think 150 pixels is totally fine. And this is how it's working. So your homepage is almost done. In the next video, we will be working up with more stuff. I'll show you how to add more. Bye-bye. What's up guys, and welcome back. So in this video we will be continuing with this section that we already left. Now here we will be creating another section. So in this section we will be creating a structure, and the structure will be 2 columns. Okay, and right now what we have to do is to add the background color here. So how basically websites work is that first it should be a white color, and then there should be a different color, so that basically people can differentiate. Okay, so this is different thing and this is different thing. Okay, so this is how the websites look pretty much better. Now here what we'll be doing is that we have to go to the style, and then we have to go to the classic color and select the color, and the color should be exact same that we are using as the top bar. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna paste the color, and it's gonna be right here. Now what we have to do is that you can see that here we will be adding a different thing, and here we will be adding a different thing, and we have to think that what can be added. So but you can see that if I click over here, this is how it's gonna work. So what we will be doing is that we will be giving the exact same space that we have given over here, and we will be giving it beneath there. So all you have to do is to right click here, go to the edit section, and add the exact same bottom here, so that we have exact same spacing. Okay, so we have 150 below and 150 to the top, so it's actually differentiating between them. Now what we will be doing is that we will be adding some stuff over here. So first of all, I'm going to be adding a heading over here. And the heading is this: explore what we are doing better. And now we have to style this. So let's go and let's style this. So here are the things that I've done. I've worked with the text color. Okay, I've changed this to white, and then the font family is this, the size is this, and the weight is this, and I've changed the line height to 1.4 and the letter spacing to be 1.2, so that there is much more spacing. And now we will be working up with this column. We have to go to the edit column, and then we have to go to the advanced and just add some padding right here. So from the right side I need more padding, so that can be 100. Okay, 100 is pretty fine, or it should be 130. So from the right side I've given 130. And now what we have to do is that we have to add one more heading to the above here. So now here you can see that this is how it's working. This is the solutions that are coming. And now what we have to do is that we have to add one more text editor, and we have to basically add some lorem ipsum over here. So now here it is, okay? Now here, this is how it's working. Now what we have to do is that we have to work with the padding and stuff. And so for that, we will be doing it later on. But first, we also need a button. So we're going to drag the button and we're going to drop it right here. And we have to align this to center, or just keep it left, okay? And then here, what we will be doing is that you can see that we are using the golden color combination so that it looks good. So we're going to be keeping it golden. So here it is. Now I'm going to come up here and I'm going to change the text from click here to basically services, okay? And we also need an icon, so let's just search for service. So I'm going to use this one. This is going to be right here, and I'm going to just use the icon position to be right. So this is right here. Now I'm going to work with some more styles over here, and this is how it's looking. Now you can see that this button is actually curvy, so I'm going to keep the border radius to be 0 so that it is actually fully square. Now here you can do one more thing, and that is change the text color from this white to basically purple, which is right here behind this. So we're going to come up here, click edit section, come up here, copy the color. Okay, and then you have to click the button. Just click the button, edit this button, and now here change the text color to be basically this. And now if someone will hover over this, then what we will do is that we will change the color, and we will change the background color to be white. So here you go, it's looking pretty good. Now if you just uncheck this and you come up here and you click over here, you can see this is how it's looking. So don't worry, it's looking a bit ugly right now, but we will make it look really perfect. So basically, let's work with this thing. Let's come up here, let's change the text color to be white, and change the typography. So we're going to choose the Montserrat, and it's right here. And it's perfect. Now we have to work with some spacing right here. So we're going to add the padding. Let's add the top padding to be 50. Let's come up here to the button, and let's go to the advanced, and let's add the top padding to be 50. So this is right here. This is how it's looking right now. So now we will be working up with this section, okay? And in this section, we will be showing some of the services, approximately 4 services. So for that, what you have to do is to drag this section and drop it right here. And now you have to basically drag this heading and drop it here. And then you have to basically get this text editor and drop it right beneath here. So you've got the text editor here as well. And now here, what you can do is that you can work with the heading, and you can work with this. So first of all, we will be working up with the heading. I'm going to change this to web design. Okay, I'm going to align this to center, and you can just leave it as it is. And then what you have to do is that you have to work with this particular column that we have. You have to change the color, style, and then you have to change the color to basically white. Change the heading, oh man, change the heading of this to basically the exact same blue color that we were using. And so once we have got everything done, now what we have to do is to work with the border of this column. So you can see that we are using this yellow border, so we'll be doing the exact same border right here. All you have to do is to basically click this column, and then you have to go to the style, go to the border, select the border to be solid, and apply the top border. That's going to be 4. Then if someone hovers over it, then change the border color. It's going to be exact same border. Oh man. Keep it 0. Just uncheck this, and then just add the 4 here. And if someone hovers over it, then change the border color to basically yellow. So here we go, it's working. Now let's go and let's test this out. If you click over here and you just hover your mouse, you can see this is how it's working. Now we have to give some spacing over here, so you have to work with this here, and you have to work with the padding. So all you have to do is to come up here, add some padding to the top. So here we go, this is how it's looking. Now all you have to do is to click this text, okay, and then go to the style, and then you have to make this justified, okay, or just align this to center. So now it's much better. And now let's keep this text a little bit less. So basically what I've done is that I have used 40 from all the sides, okay? So now it's looking pretty much better. And now what you have to do is that you have to duplicate this column. Okay, so once you duplicate it, you will see that it will be right here. Then what you have to do is to delete this column. It's going to be right here. And then what you have to do is to duplicate this section so that it just comes up right here. And now if you click over here, you can see this is how it's looking. But here we have to give some spacing so that there should be spacing. So how do you have to give the spacing? Basically, you have to come up here, click edit column, and then you have to go to the margin and then add the margin from all the sides to the 5 pixel. Same like this, you have to do the exact same thing. Click edit column, go to the advanced, and then you have to basically add the margin 5 pixels from all the sides. And then what you have to do is to delete this section, come up here, just duplicate this section. Okay, and this is right here. And now if you just click over here, you can see this is how it's looking. So now what you can do is that you can come up here to this section. Okay, just edit this section, and then here go to the advanced, and then just uncheck this and add some padding to the top that can be 100, and add some padding to the bottom that can be 150. So it's going to be right here, or just keep this to be 150 as well. So it's right here. It's looking pretty amazing. You can see we've got the web design and these right here. And now what you can do is that you can work up with these services. You can change these services. And voila, you can see that I am totally done with this, and so do you. So now we're totally done with this section. So in the next video, we will be working up with the other section. Bye-bye. Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back. So in this video, we will be working up with the team section, okay? And we will be creating a team section over here so that we just tell the user that who are the team members in our company. So all you have to do is to click over here, and then you have to select this, and then we will be adding some of the stuff here. So first of all, I'm gonna grab a heading and I'm gonna drop it right here. And now here I'm gonna write learn all about our attorneys. I'm gonna align this to center, and we're gonna choose it to be H3. Okay, and now what you have to do is to work up with the styling. So here I've chosen the gray color, and I'm gonna be choosing the exact same font that we have been using before, and that is gonna be Montserrat. Okay, and now here we're gonna keep it 18 pixels. Let's just work with the weight to be 300 so that it's just like that. Okay, and let's go to the content and choose it to be H4. Okay, now we've got this, and now we need one more heading, and that is going to be below here. So we're going to align this to center as well, and we're going to write here meet the team. So now let's work with the styling. The color that I want you guys to choose is to use the same color that we have been using. Now just come up here to the family and choose the font here. Just work with this to be 50 and the weight to be 300, and then we have to work with the transformation and keep it capitalized so that this is also just like that. Okay, now we've got meet the team, and now below here what we will be doing is that we will be showing off some of the person that are the team members of our project. Okay, so you need to basically go and get the picture of them, and then you need to show them off. So basically if you don't have the images and you are building the website just for yourself, and you don't have the images and you still want to showcase, you can go to the pixabay.com and you can just search for suit model, and then you can find a lot of images that you can show. So we're gonna just quickly go ahead and get some images. So here we go. I've got some of the images, and now let's go ahead and let's basically upload the images. So how you basically have to upload the image is that you have to first get the intersection. Okay, just drag the intersection and drop it right here, and now we have got these right here. Okay, and now what you have to do is to just edit this column, just go to the style, and then go to the background, and as the background, upload the image of the person that you are uploading. So I'm just gonna quickly go ahead and I'm gonna upload the image. So this is gonna be the image here. Okay, and I'm gonna hit insert media. Okay, this is the image right here. Now you have to do is to basically go to the advanced, add the top padding to be 50 and the bottom to be 50 as well. Okay, so it's right here, and now let's go ahead and let's add a text heading as well. Okay, so this, as you can see, it's right here, and now let's come up here, let's go to the column, let's increase this. Okay, so we're gonna keep it 150, and we're gonna keep it 150 right here. Okay, so this is right here, it's coming like this, and now what you have to do is to just duplicate this column right here so that it's like this coming right now. Okay, and now what you have to do is to come up here, select the column again, and then just work with the position. So we're gonna set the position to be center. So it's gonna be right here. Just go to the advance again and increase the padding. So we're gonna keep it 250 and 250. So it's like this. Now we've got everything done. And now what you have to do is to just go to the style now and go to the background overlay and choose the background overlay to be the blue color. So we've got the blue color. You can keep it a bit dark over here, like so. And just work with the heading right now and align this to center. Now there is one more thing that you have to do is to click edit column again. Okay, and then if someone hovers over it, then basically you have to just leave the opacity to 0. So it's gonna be like this. Now what you have to do is to work up with this heading. Right click here, edit the heading, and write the name of the person. So we're gonna write here John Doe. Okay, and then get another heading down below. Now you can see that we've got these things. Now what you have to do is to work up with this heading. So I'm gonna hit edit heading. I'm gonna go to the style. I'm gonna work with the text color. So basically I've chosen this right here, Monsterrat 24300, which is gonna be the name of the person. And something like this, we have to copy this, copy and paste the style over here. So it's gonna be right here. Now you have to edit this heading, and then just the size of this should be a little less, just like that. Okay, so if you click over here, you can see this is how it's looking. So he's actually John Doe, the founder of the company. So now here I'm gonna work with the line height, and I'm gonna keep it. Now it's perfect. So now what we will do is that we will just come up here, we will duplicate this column, okay, and we will gonna get rid of this column, and then we have to duplicate this column once more, and then just get rid of this column. So we've got three team members right here. Now what you can do is that you can edit this column and you can quickly get rid of the image. And so here you can see that this is how it's looking. We've got the team ready right here, and they're right here. Now you can see that this was the picture. Let me show you. This was the picture that when I was working with it, I chose this to be top center, and the reason for that is because center was like this. So what I did, I chose it to be top center, so that now it's like this, and this is how it's looking. So it's looking pretty good. And now what we will do is that we will work with the spacing. But before working with the spacing, I want you guys to have some spacing over here in between them too. So what you have to do is to edit the column, go to the advance, check this, and then apply the margin from every side. Okay, so it should not be 50, it should be basically 5, or just keep it 10. Okay, and now let's come up here. So here we go. This is how the team is now looking. Now here what you can do is that you can see that this guy is just going this side. So what you can do is that you can edit the column, and then you can come up here, go to the style, and then the position, you can just do it center right. Okay, so now this guy is right here. Okay, so you can do that if you want to. Now what we have to do is to work up with the spacing. So how you have to work with the spacing, all you have to do is to go to the edit section, go to the advance, and then apply the margin from top and bottom, all these sides. So we're gonna keep it 50, 500. Yes, 200 is absolutely fine. So you can see this is how it's looking, and then we go down, then we've got made the team over here, and now we will be working up with the different section right here. So now below here, what you'll be doing is that we will be creating an exact same thing that we did over here. Okay, so just like this header, we're going to be adding exact same thing, and here we will be showing off some of the services, or basically why you should choose us. We will be creating a section for that. So all you have to do for that is to just click this navigator. Okay, and you can see this navigator is right here. So basically this is the section that is the first section. So if I just uncheck this, you can see it's gone. Okay, so what you have to do is to click over here and click duplicate. Okay, so once you will click duplicate, you will see that this will be right here. Then what you have to do is to drag this and drop it down below, and now you can see that we have got this here.
Then what you have to do is to come up here and duplicate this section as well. So all you have to do is to click duplicate. It's going to be right here. And then what you have to do is to drag this and drop it right here. Now, if you go down, you can see you have the exact same thing and you don't have to do much of a thing. And now what we will be doing is that we will be showing off some of the other things. Basically, that will be our services. So the first thing that you have to do is to make sure that you decrease the height of this. So all you have to do is to click over here, go to the edit section, and decrease the height of this. So we're going to keep it this much. Okay. And now what you have to do is to basically go to the edit section, the content width, just keep it 580. So it's going to be right here. And now we will be adding some of the information here. So let's go ahead and let's get the heading here at the top. And so basically, instead of the heading, you can see that this is the heading right here. What you can do is that you can duplicate this heading. You can drag it and you can drop it right here. Okay, this is right here. And then what you can do is that you can get rid of this heading. Then you can just come up here, edit the heading, go to the style, change the color, and set it to white. So basically, it's all about duplicating this stuff and making your work a lot easier. You can do it like this, okay? And then what you can do is that you can change this heading to 3 steps for success. It's going to be right here. And then what you can do is that you can come up here, you can then paste this. We will help you every step out of the way. And then you have to go to the sizing. So here it is. You can see this is what I have done. I've changed this, and I've also, if you just come up here, you can see that this was coming right here. So I have basically given line height to be 1.4 so that there is much more spacing. Then I've also added this thing right here. Okay. And now here you can add a dummy text. What I am doing is that I'm not changing anything here, so it's gonna be right here. Now what you have to do down below is that you can see we have got these right here. So I'm gonna get rid of this one column because you can see I have written 3 steps for success. So we will be working up with 3 steps, and we will be showing 3 steps over here. So now let's go ahead and let's work with them. So basically, what we will be doing is that you have to get rid of these right here. Okay. And now you also have to come up here to this column. Okay. And then you have to go to the advance and then just add some margin to the right. So we're going to be adding some of the margin. That's going to be 5 pixels. Okay. And just also come up here, go to this edit column. This one where we have basically added the margin and we are bringing here, and go to the style and then just delete the color basically. Okay, clear the color so that it's like this. Okay, and then what you have to do is to come up to this column again, and then you have to go to the style and then apply the color over here. Okay, not the main column but this column. Okay, so what we'll be doing is that applying the color, the white color here. And from this column, the main column, which is holding these 3 columns, we're gonna also get rid of the border. So just set the border to none. Okay, and then what you have to do is to just come up here to this column and then work with the services. So we're gonna just add the heading right here. Okay, and we're gonna keep the heading to be 01 over here, and just add the style that is gonna be black color, or instead of the black color, let's use the blue color that we have been using. So now I'm gonna change the heading, Monsterrat 50, and keep it to be 700 so that it's much bolder. Okay, and this is right here. And now what we have to do is to add a different text. That is where we are going to define that what our company is all about. So here it is. You can see this is how it's looking. I've got this one right here, and this is how everything is done. Now what we will be doing is that we will be coming up to this column. Okay, just click edit column over here, and then go to the advanced and apply the padding from this side so that we can just add some gapping over here. So the padding is going to be, let's add 50 over here. Let's add 70 here, 50 here, and 70 here. So this is right here. This is how it's looking. It's saying understanding your business. Okay, And then what we have to do is that we also have to apply the border. Okay, so you have to basically go to the style of this column, and then go to the border, and then select the solid color, which is going to be right here, and then it should be applied to the left side. Okay, so we're going to get rid of this, and we have to just go to the left side, keep it 4, and then we have to apply the golden border that we have been applying over here. So okay, this is right here. Now since you've got these ready, now what you have to do is to come up here, duplicate the column, come up here, duplicate the column. Okay, and then just come up here and delete this column and delete this column as well. So we've got this right now. And then what you have to do is that you have to just select edit column, go to the advanced, and increase this. So here it is. This is how it's working. Now what you can do is that you can come up here and you can increase the height of this a bit so that there is much more spacing. And now it's fully done. You also have to come up here to this column and just basically decrease this much more so that it goes above here. Okay, so this is how it's looking. And now what you can do is that you can edit this. You can keep it to be step number 2, and you can keep this to be step number 3. And this is how it's looking. So if you click over here, you can see this is how everything is looking. So now you can see that we are done till here. Okay, and now what you can do is that you can work with another section right here. So now here you can see that this is how we were working, and here we basically duplicated this section and this. Now what we have to do is that we have to duplicate this section as well so that we can just show off any other thing, because we have to make sure that we keep our website page a little bit much bigger. So what you have to do is to just click this navigator, and we have to work with the third section right here. So this is basically this third section. You can confirm it. If you just uncheck this, you can see this is how it's gone. So all you have to do is to duplicate this section, and this is going to be the fourth section, and you have to drag it and drop it right here. Okay, and here we are. Now what you can do is that you can just show off some of the testimonials of the website. Okay, here you can come up here, people say about us. Okay, I'm gonna come up here, and I'm gonna change the text to be capitalized. So this is like this. Okay, and now here you can change this to, okay, so this is how it's looking. Now here you can show off the testimonials right here. So now how we will be adding the testimonial is that you have to basically go to the general here. In the general, you will find this testimonial. Okay, and then you have to drag and drop it here. And this is going to be right here. So here's going to be the testimonial of the company. Here you can write www or whatever the company name is, and you can say that they are the best company. And then you can come up here and you can choose the image that you want to choose. So I'm going to be choosing the same image, and it's going to be right here. So John Doe, and this is right here. Now what you can do is that you can just add some of the margin here, much more, because we have to give much more spacing here. So you can keep it to be 250 and or basically 200 and 200 from this side as well. And then we have to work up with the last section. So the last section that we will be building right here is going to be the exact same section that we basically built when we were building the website iTanzil.com. Okay, so this is exactly going to be the last section where we have to call out for the person to basically, you have read much more about our company, and now it is the time to contact us. So we will be building the last section right now. So I'm going to quickly go ahead and build the last section, and then I'm going to explain to you how I did that. And so here it is. Now let's see what I did. Basically, I added a full column, and then what I did, I just edited the section. I applied the picture, then I select the position, attachment to be fixed, and size to be covered. Then I added the background overlay with the same color code that we have been using, and chose the opacity to be 0.75. Then what I did, I chose the minimum height to be 550 along with the content width to be this much size, so that it is only in this much. Then what I did, I added a heading, and then in the heading I added this text. Okay, and then after that I added the text color to be this, the typography to be this, along with the size and the weight to be this, with the line height and some of the letter spacing. Then what I did, I went to the advanced, and then I apply the border from the top and the bottom and chose the white color. I did the same with this. I worked with this heading. I chose the text color to be this and the typography to be this monster rat, and then the size to be 18 pixels with the weight to be 400, and I left everything as the same. Then what I did, I added a spacer here that you can add from right here. Okay, I added this spacer so that there is much of the spacing that right here. Okay, and what I did with the spacer, I added 17 pixels space here. Then what I did, I added the button. What I did with the button, I changed the typography, I changed the text color and the background color, and on the hover, I changed the color to be white. Along with the border radius, I kept it 0 so that it is this, and the hover is actually the white color. So now, finally, our website is done. And if you basically go to the website, you can see this is how the website is looking, which is actually a great looking website right now. So this is how you can see everything is looking. Okay, so if someone will click here, basically this button, what we will do is that we will send him to the contact page, okay, where we will build the contact page later on. So our website is totally done. In the next video, we will be working up with the about page. So stay tuned, guys, and bye-bye. Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back. So now we will be working up with the about page. So let's go ahead and let's click edit. And then what you have to do is to click edit with Elementor so that we are taken to the Elementor page builder. Now here, what we basically have to do is to just tell our users that you are in the about page. So what you have to do is to create a new section, add that section, and then what you have to do is to apply the color. So we're going to be applying the color, and here it is. Now if I just click over here, this will not appear, but basically after you will add some elements in it, it will. So what I will be doing, I'll be adding the heading, and this is gonna be learn about our history. I'm gonna align this to center, and I'm gonna keep it H4. Okay, and after that you have to go to the style, change this to white color, and here it is. So I've chosen the font to be this, the font size to be 16, weight to be 200, and the transformation to be capitalized. So it's like here. Now what you have to do is what you can do is that you can duplicate this heading, and it's going to be right here. And now you can type here about us. So now one thing that I would recommend you is that your main page title should always be H1. Make sure that this is, because when Google will basically access your website, H1 websites, those title that are H1, they are most prominent headings. So make sure that about us should be H1, and every heading in your page that are most important about the page, keep that as the H1. So now I'm going to work with the family right here. I'm going to keep it Meriwether 50 or 55, and just keep it 300. And here we go. This is our about us page looking now. And now let's work with the spacing right here so that it is a bit much in size. So for that, you have to click over here, go to the layout, and just select the height, minimum height, and increase, basically decrease that to 250, which is now perfect. And if you click over here, you can see this is how it's looking. So we've got our heading done. Now let's talk about the different thing that we can add on our website. So basically, if you actually go to the home page of the website, you can see this is the thing that we need right here down below. So for that, what we will do is that we have to click edit with Elementor. You have to go down, and then you have to right click here and click copy. After that, you have to come up here, and then you have to right click here, and you have to click paste. So once you click paste, you will see that that thing is copied from this page, and now when you have pasted it right here, it's right here. And now what you can do is that you can quickly edit it. So you can basically decide what you want to put in here, and then you can totally work with it. I think that this is what is written over here is fine, so I'll just go with the next section here. And so the next section that I would want is from this page as well. So I'm going to go down, and let's get this one. So for that, what you have to do is to right click here, and then click copy, come up here, go down, and right click over here, and click paste. Now you can see this is right here. Now this is going a little bit above, so for that, what you have to do is to right click here, edit the column, go to the advanced, and keep it 0. Now it's here, right where it should belong. And now what you can do is that you can change these. So now you can see that there is an extra column, and inside this column we have 3 more columns. So what if we create a section over here? We just add it here, and then what we do is that we duplicate this and we also duplicate it. So now we have 3 sections. And now what you have to do is to basically drag this and drop it here, drag this and drop it here, drag this and drop it here. And now what you have to do is to basically copy this and paste the style of this over here. So now we've got this with much more spacing. Okay, so once you've got this, all you have to do is to basically duplicate this column, which is, oh, I duplicated the full section. I need to basically duplicate this column. So it's going to be right here. And now you can duplicate this column again, and it's going to be right here. And now what you can do is that you can delete it. So once you've got this stuff, all you have to do is to delete this main one. And now you've got this thing ready. Now what you can do is that you can edit this the way you want, whatever you want to write in here. And so now here you can see that I have made some changes over here. We cannot differentiate. If you click over here, you can see that these lines are looking like not good. So what we have to do is to basically differentiate between them so that it looks like there is a different thing. These are actually different things. So for that, what you have to do is to come up here, and then you have to go to edit column, and then you have to go to the style border, and here you will see the box shadow. So all you have to do is to click over here. So now here you can see this is how it's looking. Now what I want you guys to do is to just come up here, and here you can see that there is 0.5. I want you guys to keep it 0.1, so it is really very light. And now if you just click over here, you can see that this is giving a shadowish type, which is differentiating that, okay, this is something different. And then what you have to do is to click over here again and keep the blur to be 30, and now it's fine. Now you can see that it is kind of like looking professional. So now what you can do is that you can make some more spacing between them. So what you can do is that you can go to the margin and increase the margin right to be more, kind of 15. Okay. And now what you can do is that you can come up here, copy this. You can come up here and paste the style. Then you can come up here and paste the style over here as well. And if you click over here now, you can see that these are now 3 different things that you can see here. So now we are done till here. Now let's go ahead and let's work with the other section. So basically you can see that we've got so much here, text here. Now we should be adding some of the image behind so that our website looks much more better. So for that, what you have to do is to click over here, just add this section. And in here, we will be basically adding a quotation for the web design and development, or for website, so that when anyone is basically reading the website, he should see that, okay, this guy has said this pretty great thing. So we will be doing that. For that, what you have to do is to come up here and basically go to the style and apply any of the image. Now once you've got the image, all you have to do is to come up here again and apply the background overlay. And now I'm going to keep it 0.8 here. And now what you can do is that you can go to the Google and you can search for web development or website codes. So here it is. I basically searched for code for building a website. And if you just open this up, you will be taken to the quotations of a lot of things. And then you can also just see who basically coded that. And here we go. You can see that this is right here. Website promote you 24/7. No employee will do that, which is really a great quotation. So what you can do is that you can come up here and you can copy this. And once you have copied this, all you have to do is to go above, get this, duplicate it. This is right here. Now drag it, drop it right here, and paste it. And so this is how it's looking. Now let's go ahead and let's go to the style and let's keep it 1.2. so that there is much more spacing. And let's also come up here and go to the layout, and the content width, just keep that to 820, which is right here. Perfect. So now if you click over here, you can see this is how it's looking. Now what you can do is that you can write here now that who said this code. So for that, what you have to do is to just come up here and duplicate this heading. And what you can do is that you can drop it right here down below. and here you can paste this. So Paul Cookson basically said this code, which is right here. And now what you can do is that you can come up here, increase the minimum height of this just like that. And here we go. Now what you can do is that you can go to the advanced and give the margin top and bottom. So we're going to keep it to 50, which is perfect. Now if you click over here and you come up here like this, about us, why we are the best, 3 things, and here we go. Website promote you 24/7. No imply will do that. So since our basically website is totally related to web design and development, that is why it was really necessary. So now what we have to do is to work up with the other section that we will be doing in the next video. So stay tuned guys, and bye bye. Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back. So what I did basically, I did this design here, okay, and how I did this, I basically went here, I got this, and then I dropped it right here, okay, and in this section I basically, which was this section, I basically shift that to equal size. Then what I did, I added some of the discussion here, basically a text editor here with the dummy content. And then what I did, I went to this page, which was the home page, and I got this thing, okay. I copied this thing, and what I did, I pasted down below, okay. And I also added this thing. Basically what you can do is that you can copy it from here and you can paste it right here, and then you can add an image over here. So basically this is how it's looking. We work hard in all fields, okay. So this is how it's looking. Now if you just click over here and you just view the about us page, this is how cool it's looking. Now down below what you can do is that you can also add a call to action. So for the call to action, we will just add it this way, and instead of that, if you just come up here and you go down, you will get this, okay. So all you have to do is to basically copy this, okay, and then you have to come up here, cross it here, and you have to paste this right here. So once you've got this, all you have to do is to right click here, click edit section, go to the style, and remove this right here. Also remove the background overlay. So we're gonna come up here and we're gonna hit clear. Okay, so once you've got everything clear, all you have to do is to basically click over here and then look for the column that is here. So this is actually the column. All you have to do is to click over here now, go to the style, and choose the background color to be the color that we are using here. And now you have to paste the color, which is going to be right here. And then what you have to do is to basically come up here, go to this style, edit section, okay, go to the advanced, and then keep the padding to be 0, or go to the layout and keep the minimum height to be default. So once you click default, you can see this is how it's working. And now you have to increase this size, and this is how it's looking. Now what you have to do is to basically work with this column. So you have to basically edit this column, then you have to go to the advanced and you have to apply the padding. So we're going to be adding the padding to be 20 or 30 pixels, or increase that to 150, and same like this, we're going to increase that to 150 here, and this is how it's looking. Same like this, you have to apply the top padding, so we're going to be applying 200 from the top, or just keep it 150, and 150 from the bottom as well. So this is how it's looking. And now what you have to do is that you have to go to the heading here, go to the edit heading, go to the advanced, and then go to the border and remove the border. So this is how it's looking. And now if you click over here, you can see this is how it's looking. You deserve one of our best developer. Okay, so this is how it's looking. Now we have to do some more changes here. So instead of the tagline, this one, I'm gonna change this to here. Our team of experts are here for you. And I'm gonna go back to this section, this column, and I'm gonna change this top to actually 100 and the bottom to be 100, and I'm gonna keep it 300, and this side as well 300. There is one more thing that I want you guys to do, is to go to this section and increase this to 1200. Okay, so this is how it's looking. Our team of experts are here for you with 25 years of experience, and now you can just add this, just like you want free consultation, we are here. So this is how it's looking now. If you just do it like this, you can see this is how it's looking. So basically, we are not ending here. That is why I chose it to be this, not full width. Now here down below, what you can do is that you can show some of these skill sets. Just like if you click over here, you can show any of the progress bar, just like how much skills you have, just like that. Or you can show basically any other thing. So what I will be doing is that I'll be creating a section here. And now here I will be adding a heading. So just to save some time, I'm going to go here. I'm going to copy the heading. And I'm going to paste the heading over here. Important things you should know. Okay. And then what you can do is that you can go above, you can get this heading, okay? You can copy this up. So we're going to be coming up here and we're going to be pasting it, and this is right here. Now you have to go to the style, and then you have to change it to basically this color, which is right here. So about us is right here, and now you have to change it to, or just change this to question and answers. And now what you need is this thing. Get an intersection down below, okay? And inside this, you can go down inside the general tab. You will see this toggle, okay? So you can drop it right here, and this is how it's looking. So here you can basically add your question, and then inside this you can add your answers. Or what you can do is that you can also get this accordion. So how does this work? Is that if you open this up, this is gonna be close. So this is how it's working. So toggle is just like this. You can open as many as you want to, and accordion is just like if you open this up, it's gonna be closed, and then this is gonna be opened up. So this totally depends how you want it to be. So I'm gonna be staying with the toggle right here, and now we basically, what we have to do is to basically work with it. So first of all, we have to change this icon. You can see this is the icon that we have, but we are using this arrow in our website. So we will be changing this to basically the arrow. All you have to do is to search for arrow, not the arrow season on that you search on Netflix. So you have to search for this, and you have to click here, and it's gonna be right here. Okay, same like this, we have to work with this active one. This one should be basically arrow down, okay? And this one should basically be arrow up. And voila, this is how it's looking. Okay, so now what we have to do is to work up with the styling right now. So here it is. You can see that here we have got the border, so we're gonna keep it 2, and then the border color is gonna be the golden color that we have been using so far. Okay, and then for the space here, you can see how much space you want, so you can decide how much you want. I'm gonna keep it 30, and then the box shadow should also be here. I'm going to keep it the lightweight, so all you have to do is to do the same. Keep it 0.1, so this is very much light, okay? And the blur is 10, perfect. If you want to keep it 30, you can definitely use the theme thing that you have been using, okay? And now let's move up with the title. So for the title, I basically want the background to be white and the color to be black. Not full black, because this is really harsh to the eyes, so we're going to keep it a little bit gray. And here we have to work with the active color. So active color should be normal. Let's work with the typography. So we're going to keep the family to be Monsterrat that we have been using, and we're going to keep it 18 pixels with the font to be 400. Okay, and everything is perfect. So now we also have to add some padding so that there is much of a spacing between the title. So we're going to keep it 25 from every side. So now it's looking like a button, just like that. So it's pretty good. So now let's work with the icon. Now the alignment should be in the end, and it's getting to look much better. And now there is nothing that we have to work with the icon, just in the end. Now let's work with the content. So for the content, we will be choosing the background to be normal, which is right here. And the color can be, just keep it the black and the grayish, a little bit much lighter. Okay, and for the typography, we're gonna be choosing it to be Montserrat, and the size to be 15 and weight to be 300. Okay, and it's totally done. Now let's work with the padding and give 25 from every side. So this is like here. I think there is much more spacing from the top here, so we're gonna just uncheck this, and now we're gonna change this to 5, 15, or just keep it 10. Okay, so 10 is totally fine, and this is how you can see it's looking. So now what you can do is that you can go ahead, you can go to the content. So here it is. Now here we've got so many toggle items. Now what you can do is that you can add a title over here. So this is going to be toggle 3, okay? And here is going to be toggle 4. Here we go. Now what you can do is that you can duplicate this column, which is going to be right here, and now you can get rid of this. So here we go. This is how everything is looking. So I'm just going to quickly pause the video and change some of the more things, and then I'm going to get back. So here it is. You can see that I've made some changes. Why should I have written these things? Because toggle 1, toggle 2, and these things were not looking good. So now here it is. So this is probably our last thing. That is why we don't need the padding margin downwards. Okay, so if you click over here, you can see that it should be the last thing. So, but we need the padding, basically the margin from the top, so there is much more spacing. So what you have to do is to basically edit this section, go to the advanced, uncheck this, and add the top to be 250. And voila, it is done. Congratulations guys, you are done with the about page as well. So what you can do now is that you can update this, you can move to the website and check the about page now. So here it is, everything is done, and now in the next video we will be working up with the services page. So I want to tell you one thing is that you have to just design the home page, and after that everything is just the copy paste, so you don't have to worry about much thing. So in the next video we will be working with the services page. Bye bye. What's up guys, and welcome back. So in this video we will be working up with the services page. So all you have to do is to click edit page and click edit with Elementor, and here we go. So what I told you in the end of the previous video is that there is everything that is copy paste now. So this is the home page and this is the about page, and now we have to decide what are the things that we need to copy paste. So first of all is this thing. All you have to do is to copy, come up here, paste it. And once you have pasted this, all you have to do is to change these things. Now what we need is this thing. So what you have to do is to copy this, come up here, and paste it. So in this thing, basically, you will be changing this from why we are the best to we are here to assist. Okay. So now what we have to do is to showcase our services. So what we have to do is to just click over here, just add this column. And then we have to click over here and then get the inner section. And here we have. Now what we have to do is to just basically duplicate this. And we've got this. And now we will be showcasing our services right now. So what we have to do basically is to copy paste. And here where we have the services. So here we have the services. All you have to do basically is to just copy this. And then come up here and paste it right here. Basically get rid of this section and then basically paste this intersection right here. So now we have this intersection and this intersection. We have got two services. So what we will be doing is that we will be duplicating it so that we actually have 3 services right now. And if you click over here, you can see this is how we are getting these services. So what you can do is that you can get rid of the spacing that we have. So for that, what you have to do is to come up here, select the padding to be 0. So now it's just like a one single column. Okay, and here we have. Now what you can do is that you can duplicate it as much times as you want. And here we have a lot of services. But I need to make this thing square. You can see that this is in rectangle shape. So I need to make this thing in square so that it looks much better. So what we will be doing is that we will be just getting rid of everything. Okay, we'll be getting rid of this, and we will be getting rid of this, and now we've got this. So for that, what we'll be doing is that we have to go to this column. Okay, click edit column, and here we can see that we've got the padding from top to be 40. So we're gonna keep it, so it's kind of like now in a square shape. Keep it to be 80 as well, and I think we need to keep this 90. And now we have got actually a perfect square. So if you click over here, you can see that now it's like a perfect square. There's one more thing, and that is you can see that we need to differentiate. So for the differentiation, what we do, we add the border, we click it here, and then what we do, we keep it very light. So we're gonna keep it 0.1, okay? And then we have to come up here and we have to choose the blur to be 30. So just like that. And then what you have to do is to copy this, come up here and paste the style, come up here and paste the style, and now it's look kind of professional. Okay, so what you can do now is that you can duplicate it, and you can duplicate it, and you can duplicate it, and you've got a lot of services. Now what you can do is that you can quickly rename them, and then you will be done with it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna pause my video and I'm gonna rename every service. And so here we go. I've added a lot of names here that I could think of. Web design, graphic design, SEO, app development, software development, logo design, web application, social media marketing, email marketing, SMS marketing, AutoCAD, and the video animation. So we are totally done with it. Now let's go ahead and let's work with the next section. So basically, I don't have enough time to basically create more. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be going to this thing, and let's basically get something. I think this is what we can use. So what we have to do basically is to go to the home page, go down, and here we have this thing. So this is a great thing that you can add to your website. So what you can do is that you can copy it, you can come up here, you can paste it. Okay, and then what you can do is that you can come up here again, and you can copy this, and you can paste it right here. So here we have this. Now what you can do is that you can come up here, go to the edit section, go to the advanced, and add the top and bottom to be 250. That's fine. So I think it should be a little less right now, so we're gonna keep it 100, and 100 is, I think, fine, because we're not giving much spacing here. This is the part of this, and now here it is. So we've got this 3 steps for success, and here we go. So what you can do is that you can quickly edit it. And so here we go. I have basically changed some things here. So now what we will be doing is that we will be changing the image. Basically, this image I've so much overused over here. So I'm going to quickly go ahead to unsplash.com, and I'm going to change the image right now. So basically, I needed a handshake photo. So this is right here. I hope it's not Nokia's handshake. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to download this, and I'm going to resize this on the Photoshop, and I'm going to be back in just a minute. So I've basically got the image. I'm going to click choose image. I'm going to go to the upload files, and I'm going to drag the image, and I'm going to drop it right here. Now I'm going to hit insert media. And we have got the why choose us. I'm going to click here. I'm going to go to the layout, and I'm going to keep it a little less here, like so. And I'm going to go to this column right here. I'm going to click edit column, and I'm going to decrease the size of it so that it goes a little bit more above, like so. And this is done. So now we are totally done with the why choose us section as well. And now let's go ahead and let's work with another one. So for the other section, let's just see what we can add. And I think this is the one that we can go ahead and we can copy and paste. So we're going to copy this, and we're going to come up here, and we basically have to paste it down below. So let's paste it, and it's right here. Our team of experts are here for you. So for this, I'm going to go to advanced, and I'm going to add the 150 from the top and bottom. And this is here done. So for the services, I'm going to keep just the spacing. I'm not going to add anything. And this is right here. So now what you have to do is to just come up here, hit the update button. And now let's go ahead and let's visit the website. And let's see how does the website look. If you go to the services page, and you go down, you've got all the services. Why choose us? And our team of experts are here for you. Now you've got the free consultation link. So if someone will click here, he will be taken to the contact page, which is a page that we will design in the next video. Bye-bye. Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back. So in this video we will be designing the contact page right here. Okay, and we will also be adding the contact form inside there so that the people can contact us. Now the first thing that you have to do is to click edit page, and then you have to hit edit with Elementor. So now you can see that we are here, and now what we have to do is to do the copy pasting again. So here you can see that this is the about us page. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna paste this. Now I'm gonna copy this line here as well, and I am gonna paste it right here. Okay, now what we have to do is to just change this. So here we go. You can see that I've changed this to keep in touch and contact us. And now here we will be changing this heading as well. So I'm gonna change this to help. Okay, and I'm gonna change this line to let's talk. Not the talk that couples say we need to talk. So it's just a talk that is B2B. So now we're right here, and now let's go ahead and let's create another section. So now here what we have to do is to just come up here, click a to section here. Okay, and now here we will be basically adding some of the contact information here, and here we will be adding the contact form so that the person can contact us. Now the first thing all you have to do is to go to the style and go to the background type, and then select the image. So I'm going to be choosing this image, and I'm going to hit insert media, and I'm going to just keep it the center, and the attachment is going to be fixed with the size to be cover. Okay, and now what you can do is that you can go to the background overlay, and you can apply the blue color that we have, and I'm gonna set this to 0.8. Now let's go ahead and let's work with the layout. So first of all, I'm gonna change this to actually 1200 so that this is more stretchy, not like this. Okay, it's more stretchy at 1200 pixels, and then we have to set the height to have a minimum height that's gonna be 700. Okay, so here it is. Now here we will be adding some of the information. Here is going to be the contact form, and here is going to be some of the information like email address, contact phone number, and stuff like that. So what you have to do is to basically, let's start adding the information here. So I'm going to come up here. I'm going to just add the text heading here, and I'm going to write here, ask us. Okay, it's right here. And now I'm basically going to keep this in just like shrink this to basically, let's keep the column width to be 45. Okay, so now what we have to do, so here I made some changes. Meriwether 50, 200 capitalized, and 1.4 as the line height. I'm gonna change the color to be white, and it's right here. And now let's go ahead and let's add something down below here. So we're gonna be getting the text editor, and we're gonna drop it right here. Okay, so this is the text that is written here. So I'm going to leave this text as it is, and I'm going to add basically style this one right now. So for the styling, I'm going to choose it to be white color, and I'm going to choose the exact same font color that we have been using on the website. That's going to be Montserrat, and it's going to be 16. Okay, and let's choose it to be 200, or just keep it 300. And it's fine. And now what we have to do basically is that we have to add some of the icons along with the phone numbers and stuff here, so that the person know that where to find us, just if he wants to call us or send an email or do the fax and stuff like that. So for that, what you have to do basically is to go down, and in the general you will get icon list. All you have to do is to drop it. And here you can see that we've got the icon list over here, and now we can work with it. So first of all, you have to basically come up here and list the item, that what it is. So this item is going to be the phone number, or it can be the location of the company. So what you have to do basically is that you have to go to the icon library, and then you have to search for location. Okay, and you can basically get any of the location icon. You can choose this one, and then you can hit insert. Okay, it's right here. And now what you have to do, you have to add the address of the company. So you can just write it here, Now here we will be adding a different thing, and that is basically going to be a mail email address. So we're going to be adding mail here. Okay, so if mail is not here, search for envelope. Okay, and just add this one and hit insert, and this is right here. And now what you have to do is to add the text. So it's going to be info at the rate iTunesZeal.com. Okay, and now here down below we will be adding a phone. So we have to search for phone, and so the phone number is also right here. And now what you have to do is to add another item, and that item is going to be the fax. So all you have to do is to basically search for the fax. It's right here, and you can just come up here and you can write here +1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, which is right here. And now it's done. So what you can do is that you can work with the inline just like that if you want to add that, or you can do that as a default so that they're actually like this. So I'll keep it that way. And then what you have to do is to work up with the styling. So for the space between, I'm going to keep it 20, okay, so that there is much more spacing. And then let's work with the icon and choose the color of the icon to be this much. You can basically increase the size of the icon how much you want. So I'm going to keep it 15. And now let's work with the text. So the text color is going to be white, definitely. And then what you have to do is to work with the hover. If you want to add a hover effect, text indent, just like how much you want it. So how much spacing you want between them. So I'm going to say I need it 15 times. And let's work with this family. And just set it Montserrat. And keep it 16. And then choose the weight to be actually 200 so that it's very light. Okay, and keep the text indentation a bit less. Perfect. Okay, so if you click over here, you can see this is how it's looking. So now all we have to do is to basically work up with the spacing from the top and bottom so that we can align it the way we want. So let's come up here and let's go to the advanced and let's add some margin. So we're going to add top to be 30. Okay. Let's come up here, let's go to the advanced, and let's add some margin. We're going to keep it 20, okay? And let's see, how does this look? So this looks kind of great. And we also need to give some margin over here so that it's aligned like this. So we're going to add some margin. That's going to be 25. So 100 is a bit much more. So I'm going to keep it 80 margin. And now this is perfect. So everything looks kind of good. Now what we have to do is to work with the contact form. So basically, guys, the contact form that we will be building here should be having a white background. So what is a perfect thing is that to select this column and choose the white background color. So what we will be doing is that we will be coming up here, clicking the style, going to the background type, selecting the color, and keep it white. Okay. And that's not it. All we have to do is to go to the border right now, select the solid color, and add it to the left. Oh no. Not to every side, just to the left. Okay, and let's select the color to be golden. So it's not going to be shown unless you basically drag something and drop it right here. So what we'll be doing is that we will be dragging this short code and we will be dropping it here so that it's going to be right here. And then what we will be doing is that we will be getting the short code from the contact form 7 and we'll be displaying it here. So basically, after we are done with it, this is how our contact form will look like. So now let's go ahead and let's click update. And let's go to the website and let's install the contact form. So this is the contact form that I've got. I'm going to copy this code and I'm going to come up here and I'm going to paste the code here. Okay. And this is here. The contact form is basically now up and running. So now what you will do is that you have to click update. And now let's go ahead and let's visit the website. Let's go to the contact and let's see how does this look. So this looks just like perfect. So now there is one thing that we need to change more, and that is this is the button color that we have. And so this is basically using the plugin. So all we have to do is to go with the theme. We have to tell the theme, okay, that we need to change the button color. So all you have to do is to click customize Okay, and once you are in the customizer, all you have to do is to look for some of the editing just related to the button, or just like the customization of the theme, where you can just mess around with the colors. So let's wait and let's let this be loaded. And so let's go to the general options, and here we've got the theme button. So if you go down, you can see this is right here. So all you have to do is to go to the theme button, and here we've got the background color. So what you have to do is to paste the golden color. And here we go. This is, you can see this is right here. So now for the hover, what you can do is that you can change this to the purple bluish that we are using over here. So what we'll do is that we will paste that color, and let's see. This is how it's working. So pretty good. Everything works just like amazing. And the page title, the pagination in there is also just like this text area and stuff like that. So if you want to mess around with this, you can definitely work with it, but I would not recommend you. This is totally perfect, and now you should hit basically publish. And so congratulations guys, you have learned how to build a beautiful, great looking website. So this is the about us, this is the services, and then we've got the contact. Now there is one thing that I would like you guys to do, is to go to the every page. Okay, and here you can see that we have added services. Make sure that if someone clicks over here, throw him or land him to the services page. So how you're going to do that, all you have to do is to click edit with Elementor. Okay, and then what you have to do, you have to click over here, and then you have to select this, and then you have to just work with the link. So here in the link, all you have to do is to write here services. So when you will write service, it will just search for the page, and it will tell you that, okay, you have a services page. Would you like me to basically land him to the services page? And you'll say yes, definitely. Otherwise, what you can do is that you can copy the link of the page and you can paste it right over here. The same you have to do with the contact here. So if someone will click over here, all you have to do is to send him to the contact page. And let's hit update. Okay, and this is how basically everything is done. I didn't do that with every button because I wanted to just show you how to design the website. This is a really easy thing that you guys should know. So if I just click over here right now, I'm in the contact, and now the person will basically contact me, and he will ask me anything, anytime. So congratulations guys on just building it. Now in the next video, we will be working up with more stuff. Bye bye. Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back. So in this video, we will be doing the mobile optimization. And so if you could just go ahead and go to the inspect element, and you then just look at the website, that how it is looking on a mobile device, you won't look at yourself, because this is not looking good. Okay, so I must say, you can see, what is it, it's not even looking like a great website. So what we will be doing in this video is that we will be optimizing the website for the mobile device. So you can see that this is fine, this is fine, and this is fine. So we don't have to go to the Ocean WP and work with the logo and the menu and other stuff. So everything it seems is to have fine. Now what we will be doing is that we will be working up with this right here. Okay, we will be working up with the Elementor. So all you have to do is to basically click edit with Elementor and then just get started. So remember one thing guys, now we are working up with the mobile optimization. After we are done with the mobile optimization, then we will move up to the tablet optimization. That is going to be iPad and tablets, Samsung tablets and stuff like that. So now let's go ahead and let's go to the mobile mode. Let's see what we can do. First of all, we have to work with the heading. So all you have to do is to click here and then go to the style. And now let's go to the typography and let's work with the size. So here we are. Now let's work with this thing. We have to make it a little bit much smaller. So we have to go to the typography, and I think 14 is fine. Now let's basically work with this thing. This, as you can see, it's a bit much bigger. So what we have to do is to click here. For the minimum height, you can see the mobile is selected. So we're going to increase this like so. Okay. And we're going to keep it, I think this much is fine. Now you can see that we've got these right here. So you can see that the border is being applied right here. So what we have to do is to click over here, go to the style, go to the border. Okay, and you can see that this is for the mobile right now. So instead of this right here, instead of the right side, we're going to keep it downside. So we're going to say that we need it 4 from the bottom. not 4, it should be actually 1 pixel from the bottom. Okay, now what you have to do is to just copy it and paste the style, and paste the style over here as well. And let's see. So if you click over here, you can see this is how the website is looking right now so far. So let's just go ahead and let's add some padding to the bottom right here as well. Okay, basically click over here, and then you have to go to the advanced and then uncheck this and add some margin to the bottom. So we're going to keep it 40. Okay, and so here should be much spacing. Now it's perfect. Same like this, you have to do the exact same thing with here. Now we have this thing, so let's go and let's select this heading, and let's go to the style, and let's work with the heading here. Why we are the best. Okay, now here we've got the text thing right here. So if you go to the style, and then you can see that this is right here, so you can keep it in the one single column if you want to, and this is how it's gonna work. Now here you can see that we need to also align some spacing so that it is right down below. So what you can do is that you can work with the padding. You can go with the left, and you can say I need 20 pixels from the left, and now here is much spacing. Now it kind of look like it's great. Now we've got this thing. So for this thing, what you can do is that you can align these to center. So for the alignment, you can see mobile is selected. You can align this to center. Oh no. You have to basically go to this right here, and then you have to go to the advanced, and in the padding just keep 0. So now it's aligned to center. So basically you have to go to the column, and then you have to go to the advanced and make sure to add the padding to be 0 from all the sides in the mobile device. Make sure that this mobile is actually selected. So that is why it's being applied to every mobile device. Okay, and now you have to go to the heading again. You have to align this to center, and then you have to style it a bit so that you can keep it a little bit more smaller. Explore what we are doing better. Okay, and then we have to do the same for this. So we have to align this to center as well, and this button should also be gone to the center. So click over here and align to center. Okay, now there is much more spacing, so we need to work with that. Okay, if you come up here, then you can see that we need to work with the padding. So let's keep it 0, and let's see how is this looking. So now what we have to do is to just uncheck this and add the padding just like 30 pixels from the top, and let's see how does this look. And we have to basically increase it a little bit like so. And now let's go down and let's see. So let's add 50 at the bottom as well, and it's perfect, and keep this as well 50. Okay, now let's talk about this. So we need to work with the spacing here. We have to bring this to top a bit. So let's go to the margin and add the margin as 50 pixels from the top and bottom, which is perfect. And meet the team should be in one single line, so like so, and go down, and we've got this right now. So I think I need to make spacing much more. So I'm gonna keep, instead of 50, I'm gonna keep it 100, and let's see how does this look. So it's perfect, but from the top I think I need to keep it a little less, 70. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and let's go down, and let's work with this. So this is already aligned to center, so we don't have to worry a bit. We have to basically change the heading. We will help you every step out of the way, and this is perfect. We need to work with this. I think I need to increase it a bit more, just like it's now perfect. And now here I'm gonna make some change here. I'm gonna go to the advanced, and I'm gonna decrease the padding. So I'm just gonna uncheck this, and I'm gonna make it minus 100, and I'm gonna keep it a little bit above more, just perfect. Okay, like so. I'm gonna keep the padding to the 0 from every side so that it is fully in size, and just keep it a little bit lower, just like so. So now what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna work with the padding here. So I'm gonna go to the advanced, and I'm gonna keep it 35 pixels from every side so that it's much better. You have to do the same for this. go to the padding, check it, and add 35. Okay, come up here, do the exact same thing, and do it 35, just like so. Okay, and it's kind of perfect right now. Now let's go down and let's work with this heading. We have to come up here, select this, client testimonial. This is perfect. You need to make sure that you keep this text a little bit smaller because it's just getting inside my head. So I'm gonna keep the size a little less. Okay, and it should be right of this side. So we have to go to the advanced and then go to the margin and uncheck this. Okay, and from the right side, this is the right, so this is left. So from the left side, I need to give 10 pixels or increase that a bit. And now it's perfect. So now what you can do is that you can also go to the content and keep it alignment to the left. Now it's perfect. Since you can see that this heading is just like this, so we have to keep it to the left and increase this margins a bit. Perfect. Now you can see that there is much more spacing, so we have to work with the spacing too. You have to go to the margin and keep it 100 pixels from every side, like so. And come up here and change the heading font size for the mobile. And let's see. You deserve one of our best developer. So I think in 2 lines it's perfect. Okay, and I need to work with the space. So for the space, I'm gonna keep it very less, just like so, 2. Okay, and now here we have to work with the sizing of this. So for the minimum height, I have to keep it a little smaller. And perfect. Now let's go down. Let's see the website. Free consultation, client testimonials, this. We need to also work with the spacing for this because when we are building the mobile device, we don't need much of a spacing. So this is gonna be definitely the padding. So if it is inside something and there is spacing from inside the object, then it is padding, and if it's outside the object, then it is margin. So I'm gonna uncheck this. Okay, and it's already done, and we have to do the exact same thing for the button. So we're gonna do it like this, and now it's kind of perfect. Yes, it's good. Now let's go ahead and let's go to the top here, and let's see, everything seems to be perfect. What you can do now is that you can hit update, and then you can go ahead and watch the website on your own mobile device. So let's go ahead and let's check that out. So here what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna write the site address, and now let's go down. Let's see this counter, go down. Perfect. And it seems really great. If you just now click this button, you will also be taken to the contact page. And so don't worry, we will just design this. Now you can see that we are done with the homepage mobile optimization. I want you guys to click here and go to the tablet, and let's see if there is anything you need to work on. So this is right here. Okay, this is right here. So for the tablet, what we will be doing right now is that we will just come up here, click here, go to the font size, and increase it a bit, just like so. Come up here, go to the font size, just like so. Go to the content, go to the section, main section, and the height, and increase this to... Now click over here, go to the style, go to the typography, and decrease the size a bit. Perfect. Okay, now you have to click over here, go to the typography of this, and decrease the size here as well. Now what you can do is that you can right click here, copy. You can then just paste the style. You can come up here, paste the style. You can come up here, paste the style. So this looks kind of cool. Now what you can do is that you can go down and you can work with this heading. Or what you can do is that you can basically click this column, okay, and for the tablet, what you have to do is to increase the size of it. So just increase it, and see where you want it to. So why we are the best, I think it should be this much, so it's 45. Okay, and then what you have to do is to come up here and then keep it 45, basically 100 minus 45, that is 55. Okay, so keep it 55. Now it's like this. Okay, now we're done till here. Let's come up here and let's see. So this, as you can see, it's not looking good, so we need to make sure that we keep this space fully. So all you have to do is to click here, go to the layout, and make the column width to be 100%. Okay, and then come up here and make this column width to be 100% as well. Now it's perfect. Align this to center for the tablet. Align this to center for the tablet, and align this to center for the tablet. Now here, let's go to the column, let's go to the advanced and select the padding to be 0 from every side. Okay, align this text to be in the center, so align it to center. Now perfect. Now what you have to do is to select this, go to the layout, and let's see if we have given any height. We haven't given any height, so now what you have to do is to work with the padding. So uncheck this, this is right here, and now increase the padding. So we're going to increase this from 50 pixels, okay, or we're going to increase it to 100, which is fine, and from the bottom we need it to be 80 or 70. Now let's come up here and let's get rid of the padding here. So you have to click here, you have to just click here, and then just basically get rid of the padding. So this is right here. Same like this, you need to come up here and you need to go to the advanced and this, uncheck this, and this is going to be up here, and it's perfect. Now let's go down, meet the team. Kind of looks cool, so I don't think so if I need to work with it, but I need to work with the spacing, so I'm gonna keep it 100 from every side. 100 is much more, so I'm gonna keep it 50. Now for this thing, everything looks fine except for this. If you just come up here, then add it to be 20 pixels from this side, but we need more from the top and bottom, so we're gonna keep this to be 40, and the bottom to be 40 as well. Okay, now what you can do is that you can copy it, you can paste the style, and you can paste the style over here, and now it's done. So kind of cool. Now let's go down, and here we have got the client testimonial. So for the client testimonial, you have to increase it, so we're gonna keep it at 45 or 40. Okay, and keep this 100 minus 40, that is going to be 60, and keep the heading just like so. Okay, now let's work with the margin. So we're going to keep it 80, or just keep it, I think, 50, and 50 is fine. This is super cool. So now we're done with the homepage. So basically, since you can see that we're done with the homepage, so in the next video, we will be working up with the about page, and we will be doing the mobile optimization for that. So stay tuned, guys, and bye-bye. Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back. So in this video, we will be working up with the mobile optimization and the tablet optimization for the about us page. So let's go and let's get started. All you have to do is to go to the edit with Elementor, and then what you have to do is to switch to the mobile device, so that everything that we will be doing will be switched for the mobile device. So first of all, we have to make sure that we change this heading, and we basically resize it a bit. So we're gonna have to keep it this much size, and the same with this. So we're gonna have to keep it like so. And then what you have to do is to click over here and set the minimum height for the mobile device to be of this much size. Okay, and if you click over here, you can see this is how it will look like. Now we've got so much spacing for here, so what you have to do is to click here, and then we have to go to the advanced and then set the margin to actually 10 pixels, which is gonna be fine. Let's see, I think it should be more than that, so we're gonna keep it 30. Okay, and now we have to work with this heading. So we have to come up here, and then we have to go to the style, and then we have to decrease the size of it a bit. Same goes with this side. So we have to come up here, we have to go to the advanced, and then we have to apply the padding. So we're going to apply the padding from basically the left side. That's going to be 20 pixels. And it's perfect. Then we've got this. So this thing is already good. But what you can do is that you can come up here, and then you can go to the advanced, and then you can apply the padding to be 35 from here, so that it's much like better. Okay, same like this, we're gonna do the same thing with here. We're gonna apply the padding to be 35, or we're gonna apply the padding to be 35 here. Now let's go down, and we've got this thing, the quotation, so we have to make it align much better. So I think this is much better, kinda. So I'm gonna also work with the line height a bit and keep it 1.4. Okay, and now what you can do is that you can work with the height of this. So what you can do is that you can work with the minimum height and set it to this much. Okay, and now what we have to do is to make sure that we also work with the margin for this. So we're gonna keep it 20. That's perfect, or just keep it 40. Now we have this, so work hard in all fields. So you can keep it like so. This is perfect. This is perfect. Everything seems to be perfect here. And so I don't think so. If you need to change some things, here is definitely we have to change. Let's switch to actually the desktop device, and let's see what the hell is this. Okay, so this is actually this thing. Now, how this is looking on a mobile device, if you click over here and then you go down, you can see this is how it's looking. So for that, what we have to do is to click here, and we have to apply the padding to be 0. And once you apply the padding to be 0, everything just comes right in place. Remember, we are working everything for the mobile device, so you don't have to worry what is going to happen with the desktop. And then what you can do is that you can click here, and then you can go to the style, and then you can work with the sizing. And let's basically get rid of this. So we're going to keep it 0 pixel. Okay, and this is perfect. Now what we have to do is to basically just come up here, click here, and work with the padding. So you can see that we need to give some padding from the left and right side. So what we have to do is to uncheck this, and then right should be 50. Not 50, it can be 20. And this can be 20 as well. So now it's just like much better. Okay, or you can keep it 10 and 10 from both the sides. And now what you can do is that you can click over this thing, you can go to the advanced, and then you can apply the padding from the top. That is going to be 30. And I think 30 from every side's kind of look cool, so we're going to keep it 30 from every side. Okay, and now let's go down and let's work with this thing. Let's go to the question and answers. Let's go to the advanced, and let's select the margin to be 0. So we've got it right here. So I think I'm going to keep the margin from the top to be 30. And this is perfect. And now let's work with this heading. And this thing should be in one single line. Now, so I don't think so if you need to change these stuff. So these are perfectly okay. And now let's go and let's click here. And let's see how everything works. So everything looks kind of good. Now what you can do is that you can switch to basically the tablet mode. So here we are. You can see we've got this about us. Perfect. This is right here. We need to make this at 45. And we need to make this at 55. And we need to basically click here, go to the typography, and then do it like this. Why we are the best. Same like this, we can click here, and we can go to the style. And for the column gap, for the column, we're gonna keep it one single column because we need it like this for the tablet. So now we are done with this. Now let's come up here and let's work with this thing. We have to basically, I'll give some padding here. And the padding that we will be working is to come up here, just add 22, and let's see. And for the top, we will be actually making it 35, and the bottom is gonna be 35 too. And now let's go ahead and let's copy this. Let's paste the style. Let's paste the style. And now everything is right here. So we basically have to work with the margin and padding for this, okay? So we're gonna click over here. We have to apply the padding. So we're gonna keep it 0. Not 0, it can be 100, okay? Same like this, you have to go down, and then you have to work with this one. So we will be keeping it 100, okay? This is right here. This looks perfectly okay. This looks good too. This looks good too. This looks good too. So we don't have to worry about them. And now here it is. So here we have to work with them. So all you have to do is to click here, and then you have to apply the padding to be 0. And it's right here. And I don't think so if you have to work with much stuff. So we're going to keep it 30 pixels from top, bottom, and everywhere. Now it's kind of good. Now what you can do is that you can work with this. And this thing is also good. So now we are totally done with the tablet optimization. So now if you go ahead and visit the website, you can see this is how it's looking. So now you can click inspect. And this is how the mobile optimization is looking, which is perfect. Now, if you just select it to be that you need it on iPad. So for the iPad, we have this thing. So this is how it's going to look like on an iPad. And on a laptop, it's going to look like this. A small size laptop, basically. And on a large size laptop, it's going to look like this. So here we go, guys. We are now totally done with the About Us thing. So in the next video, we will be working up with the services one, and we will work with it. So stay tuned, guys, and bye-bye. Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back. So in this video, we will be working up with the mobile optimization for the services page. So let's go and let's get started. All you have to do is to click mobile optimization. And here we are. Now, what we have to do is to first of all work with the heading. So we're going to come up here. We're going to just work with the sizing of this. And here we go. Now, what we have to do is to work with this size. And we have to keep it a little bit less. Just like so. Now, we have to come up here. And we have to go to the advanced. And we have to work with the margin. So we're going to keep it 80. 80 is much. So we're going to keep it 20. And this is fine. Now, let's go ahead and let's work with this heading. So here we go. Now I'm going to come up here and I'm going to work with the advance, and I'm going to just basically get some margin padding, and I'm going to keep this one in one single line. So we're going to keep go to the style, and the column should be actually one column. Now here you can see that we are here, and here we've got the web design, graphic design, and the services like here. But we need to add some basically spacing right here. So that there is much gapping. So for that, what you can see that if you just hover your mouse, you are working with this section. Okay, so you have to basically come up here and work with this main section. Okay, and then you have to click this main section. You have to go to the advanced, and then you have to add some margin from the top. So we're gonna keep it approximately 50. And here we have some spacing. Now let's go down and let's see if everything working fine. And here we go. Now we have got this, and we have perfect spacing from the top and the bottom. So now what we have to do is to click this heading, go to the style, and work with the just sizing of this. And we have to click here, and the minimum height for the mobile device is going to be a little less, but more, like so. And we have to basically come up here, click this section, the main section, okay, and go to the advanced. And then you have to basically set this to 0. So once you set 0, you can see that this is right here down below. Okay. And then what you have to do is to just work with the minus padding. So we have to basically uncheck this. And then we have to keep it minus 100. Okay. Not 100, you can keep it minus 150, and it's going to be a little bit above. And then you have to decrease it more so that it goes a little bit more above. And then you have to basically work with the sizing of this. So we're going to keep this much minimum height a little less so that it's right here. Now it's perfect. And then what you have to do is to come up here, and work with the column padding. So we're going to keep it a little less. We're going to keep it 25. And instead of the 25, let's keep it 30, 35, and 35 is fine. Now let's go ahead and let's copy this and let's paste the style over here, and let's paste the style over here as well. Now let's go down, and here we are. The same thing, all you have to do is to click here, go to the advanced, and set the padding to be 25 from every side. So this is going to be right here, and now you have to work with the sizing of this heading, and you have to click here and work with the sizing. We have to keep the spacing for this. You have to click here and space to be 0 because we don't need any space. And this is right here. Perfect. Now, if you click over here, you can see this is how it's looking. So you go above. This is right here. And everything seems to be perfect. But here you can see that there is much more spacing. So we have to get rid of more spacing that we have. We have to click here, go to the advanced, and then the margin should be 50. That is perfect now. Now, if you click here, you can see this is how everything seems good. So now we are done with the mobile optimization. Let's just go ahead and let's work with the tablet optimization. You have to move to the tablet and let's see what are the things that we need to do. So here you can see this is right here. So we're going to keep this one 45 and this one 55. And we have to basically change this to column 1. Okay, you also have to change the heading, so we're gonna keep it here in 2-line like so. Now go down, and here we have to basically work with the padding so that there is a little less spacing. So for that, what we have to do is to click this column, go to the advanced, and in here we have to work with the padding. So we're gonna keep it 25, and 25 is right here. What if we give more from the top and bottom? So we're gonna keep from the top, we're gonna keep it 35, and from the bottom we're gonna keep it 35. Okay, and it seems perfect to me. So what you can do now is that you can copy it and you can paste the style over here, and you can paste the style over here. So this is how it's looking. It seems much better on a tablet device. So what I would like to you guys to do is to paste the style to all of them right here. And voila, you can see how beautiful and great it is looking. You come here, this is fine, but we need to work with the spacing for this. So let's add 22 from the top and change this to actually 35 from the top and bottom to be 35, which is perfect. Now what you can do is that you can copy it and you can paste the style over here and paste the style over here. And voila, this is good too. Same like this, you can work with the, just like if you need much less spacing, you can do that. But I think I kind of like it here. Now we have to work with this one. So we have to click this column and add 25 padding, which is going to be from every side, and it's looking cool. Now it's done. If you click here, you can see this is how the website is looking. But we need to work with the spacing down here and right here. So for that, what you have to do is to just work with the main section and change this to 60. And if you click here, you can see now it's right here and everything is aligned pretty good. Your services page is good. We need to work with some of the spacing here, so we're going to keep it 60 as well. And voila. Now here we are done with the services page. So what we have to do right now is that we have to move to the contact page. So for that, all you have to do is to get rid of the URL and go to the contact page. And then you have to hit edit with Elementor. Since the services page was not much of a task, it was very, very easy. That is why I'm just continuing it in this video. I'm going to shift to the mobile device and change the title a little less here and work with this. And the height of this should be like here. Okay, now what you can do is that you can click here and you can work with the margin. So we're going to be working with the margin at 40. Now let's go down, and here we have this thing. So we're going to align this to just like 20% from that side. So what we have to do is to uncheck this and left to be 20 pixel. And this should be having the column to be the one single column, so that it's one single column. Now we have got this. So this seems fine to me right now, but I need to work with this heading a bit. I need to make it a little bit much smaller because this is just like very big right now. Ask us anything anytime. This is right here. If you go to the advanced and then you select the padding to be 0, let's see if this fits, and select this to be 0 so that it's right here in one single line. Okay, then we've got this, which is perfect, and now we have got this one. So after this, before this, we basically need some spacing. So for that, what you can do is that you can click here. Okay, you can go to the advanced and then you can uncheck the margin, and you can say that I need some margin that is going to be 20 pixels from the top. So it's right here. Now there is much more spacing, you can see. And now what we have to do is to click here and go to the advanced and add some padding from the top and the bottom here. So we're going to uncheck this and we have to add some padding to the top. That's going to be 30, and let's keep it 60. And below here, we're going to set this to be 62 and see if this is good. This is not good, so we're going to keep it 40 or 30. It's perfect. Now, if you click here, you can see this is how the website is looking. I am in love with it. Now, let's go ahead and let's move up to the tablet mode and let's see how does this look. So we have to do the exact same thing that we did before. All you have to do is to go to the layout, select it to be 45, and click here and change it to be 55. And then you have to click here and you have to change this to basically one single column. Now you can go here and change the main section and work with the margin. So we're going to keep this margin to be 40, and it's fine, and this seems fine to me. Okay, I didn't think so. If you want this to be on a one fully thing and then below you need this, then what you can do is that you can click here. You can say that you want 100%. Okay, and here as well you can come up here and then you can say that you want this column to be 100%. But I don't think so. It's gonna be good. So what I will do is that I will set this to be 60 and I will set this to be 40, which is going to be right here, and it's kind of looking good, just like a book. You can see it's like a book. This is one page and this is another page, and seems to me a good thing. What you can do anyway is that you can work with the sizing of this. You can keep it a little less because this is really very big here. You can do it like this, and it's kind of looking good. So I'm gonna leave it till here. Our website is fully done. There are certain things that I want you guys to do still, and that is if you just open up the website and you just go to the inspect, there are some things that we have to do. So I'm just going to change this to iPhone 10, and here we are. And if I just click here, you can see the background color and stuff like that. When I was basically viewing this on a mobile device, it kind of looked not good because you can see that this color is not matching with the website. So it's not looking good. So we will be basically working up with the menu in the next video. So stay tuned, guys, and bye-bye. Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back. So in this video, we will be working up with the mobile optimization for the mobile menu, and let's click here, and here we are in the mobile menu right here. So we're gonna basically get rid of this side menu because I really don't like the side menu. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go to the header, and you have to go to the mobile menu. So here we are. Now here you can see that it's telling you the mobile menu style. So what I really like the drop down menu. That is why we will be moving up with the drop down menu, and we have to select it here, and now let's click here, and this is how the mobile menu is looking. Now let's go down, and here are some things that you can do. You can work with the mobile menu search. We don't want the search because this is a totally business website, and there are not posts that we will be adding, so we will be just keeping it that way. And then we have got here the background color, the border color, and stuff. So we're gonna be working up with the background color. So for the background color, I would recommend you to basically get this header color. So for that, what you have to do is to pick the color from the page if you have this plugin, or you basically know the color code yourself. So we're gonna copy the color, and we have to go to the background color and paste the color code, which is right here. And now what we have to basically is that we have to keep it a little light here, like so. And now here, let's go to the border, basically link color, and change this to white. So this is how it's looking. Now, if someone hovers over it, basically for the hover, this, as you can see, it's gonna turn just like so here. But since you can see that this is a mobile device, and on mobile device there is not much of a hover thing, okay, unless you are using a trackpad or something like that with the mobile device. But still, we will be choosing for the hover, we will be choosing this golden color. And then you can paste the link over here, paste the color code, and this is right now it's looking. Now you can see that we are totally done with it. So now what you can do is that you can also work with this hamburger icon. You can just like work with this thing. If you basically want to show the menu text, you can show it. Otherwise, if you want just like this, a menu sign, you can keep it this way as well. So I kind of like it just this sign, so I'm gonna be leaving it that way. And then you have got this just like breakpoints. So this is how this will work is that if I select from 1280 pixels, then see what happens is that if I open my website on a new tab here, and now I just select it to be from 959, okay? And now I just go ahead and I just click here, and now I'm gonna come up here, and now what I do, I just try to shrink it down, okay? So on just shrinking, you will see that on reaching the 960, this will change to this, okay? So now it's like this, it's like this menu. So it's now published. Now let's go ahead and let's refresh this page, and now it's like this, okay? So on reaching the 960, the menu will be changed to this. So what you can do is that you can say that I need it to be for 480 pixels, and then you can hit publish. And now if you just go ahead and you just click this, you can see this menu is still here unless you reach. So I think we have to shift this from 480 pixels to 767 pixel. Now let's go ahead and let's hit publish. And now let's go ahead and let's refresh this. And here we go. So now let's see the breakpoint. So increase it. And here we go. Now it's the breakpoint right here. So this is probably a great thing that you can do over here. Now we are totally done with the breakpoint and stuff like that. And now what you can do is that you can also work with the font that we have over here. So what you can do for that is that you have to go to the typography, and then you have to select mobile menu from here. And now you can work with the font family. So you can choose any font, which is Montserrat that we have been using so far. And then font weight, what you can do is that you can select it, okay? And the font style is going to be normal italic, which you can select, and you can also work with the font size and transformation. So now it is basically just like the menu that we should be working up with. Now there is one thing that I want you guys to do is that if you guys just visit the website on iPhone, then you will see one thing. Okay, let me show it to you. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna visit the website. And here at the top, you can see that this number is basically changing it into the link here. That is why it's just like this. So anyone can just click this number, and then the call option is right here so that you can call this. So you can see that we chose this link and stuff. We chose the text to be white color, but now it's just like that. So for that, what you have to do is to go back to the top bar, and then you have to go to the general. And here you can see that we've got the link color. So link color, change this to white, okay? And then change this to white as well. And then what you have to do is to hit publish. And now if you just go ahead and you just refresh the website, you can see this is how it's looking. Even if you click now, you can see this is right here, and this is how it's looking. And here we've got the menu. So if I just click the menu icon, you can see this is how the menu is looking here. The about is here, and if I click about, you can see it turns golden, and I'll be taken to the about page. So everything is looking perfectly okay. Same like this, let's move up to the services page. And so here is the services page now, and here it is looking like that. Okay, and now let's go ahead and let's move up to the contact page. And this is how it's looking too. So congratulations guys on just completing this project. In the next video we will be working up with more stuff. Bye bye.